So approaching the house from the road, you come down this a newly paved access route that takes us to what was the back of the house but is now our sort of new front door with disabled access into this very light-filled entrance hall with a beautiful handmade bench to take your shoes off. You turn and you immediately get access to the view over the landscape through the French doors. Come straight ahead, we have our big open plan dining, living and kitchen space. Along the circulation space we have the master bedroom at the end of the hall and the large family bathroom. And then down the stairs, which are also top lit by another roof light, we have a large storage space and then the guest bedroom, which is sort of tucked in underneath the kitchen. As you can see, the views here are stunning, and you can see behind me, and that was a key factor in John and Jean's decision making in kind of wanting to live here in the first place. It's an amazing site. We're facing south roughly, and there's this fantastic sort of east-west running valley, and you see the weather coming down the valley, so you get this sort of amazing sort of changing view throughout the day. So it was really important for us to maximise this for John and Jean. We had this idea of sort of 3 special windows. So the one I'm sitting in now, which is in the living room, and then there's a special window in the bedroom, and then in the dining space there's a big sort of set of French doors. And each one of those had, for us, a sort of slightly different relationship to the view. The most intimate window is that in the bedroom. That's an extension, so it's a kind of a new window, so we had complete control over that. It's lined with timber, so it's very tactile. The idea there is that we've made the wall thick because we've internally insulated anyway. We've then artificially made it even thicker, and we've put in some built-in bookcases. So you've got this really generous sort of window seat to enjoy the view from. Because that all happens inside the building, you kind of feel sort of nestled in the house, but with this great access to the view. And then this window which I'm sitting in here is kind of slightly less intimate, let's say. Some of that sort of seat depth is created by projecting out of the building envelope, so you feel like you're inside the view a little bit more and less inside the house. This window actually is basically an existing window opening, but we've lowered the sill of this, which is a relatively simple thing to do, so that we could sit in it comfortably. The decision to go with VELFAC was a combination of aesthetic and performance, but there aren't many other manufacturers that have such slim sight lines. So you have a 50mm frame, and whether it's an opening or a fixed window, that's all you get. So very, very slim, which means you get these great expanses of glass with minimal sort of framing around the edges. You do get a very minor sort of frame thermal performance trade-off for that, because there's not quite so much frame to sort of get insulation, etc. in. Not significant, and certainly in a situation like this, definitely worth it. So yeah, it's kind of the handling of it on site is obviously a key consideration. Is transporting very fragile but very, very heavy things down a 5-metre slope onto site. So there's that, and then obviously if you've got an opening window, you've got to work within the limitations of hinges and stays and all those kinds of things. So the manufacturers will have their limits, and if you're going to do anything that you think might be stretching limits, you definitely need to be checking what the maximum sizes are before you go too far down the line and they get disappointed when you come to order.